Hey everybody, it's Richie V. It is 11:13:18, um, and I'm driving home from the job that is supplying me until it is no longer to supply me. That's what my guidance has said to me at this point. So anyway, the whole reason for this video, and I was immediately guided to stop what I was watching. They said watch this video, and it's from someone who I have been following probably for like the last, I don't know, 5 weeks or so. Um, Higher Realm Holistics. And it wasn't listed as that in the video they wanted me to watch. And as soon as it started rolling, I'm like, oh my God, it's Lady Vance Veronica. Yeah, man. And, she was the absolute person that I knew. I had meditated about her, seen her, laughing with her, joking, sitting at a table somewhere in Florida, having one of those moments back and forth, amazing energy exchange. And started rolling, and I read the header, and it's very indicative of what I'm experiencing in terms of, you know, there's star seeds, there's light workers, there's light bearers, and, I have seen nothing out there, and I'm sure that there were other energies that were here that when they started to awaken and they were Googling or looking around going, well, shit, that's not what I'm getting. I get that I'm a starlighter, but I'm actually meeting fellow starlighters finally, and it all is in divine time. Um, and the word I've used the word, and I pay props to her on this about if things don't resonate and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, it's also about energizing with each other, and really bringing it to a whole other aspect is it's also frequencies. Um, and I had a lesson on that today about frequencies and how some people just aren't going to get it. Some light workers, as a starlighter, I couldn't understand I know what a starlighter is at this point. Star systems and all that stuff, and also out there, if you're on Facebook pages and blah blah blah, you have to be very mindful that you could share something or you could comment on something helping somebody else out, and they turn around and a comment comes back to you, and in the past I would be like, oh, I need to debate that, and you know what I do? I'm not in control, people. That's right. I'm not in control. The Oversoul and God and everybody else that's guiding us in the energies, the spirits, all that awesome stuff through the technology waves, they understand what the master plan is, what's really going on down here. So the first time, I don't know how to respond to this. So I shut myself down, literally shut this down, and went up and said, how do I handle this? And I got this answer that I was just like, and it was a very short answer. And it was such a I can't debate that with my mind answer. It was like, wow, okay, I like that. I'm gonna type in exactly what you just said to me. And that's what I do. And this morning with the frequencies, I had posted a drawing that I've done. And it's with somebody who has been, when they say a reason, a season, or a lifetime, there are reasons for that, and each person that you come across is going to have a bit of a puzzle piece for you. And I am living that on a daily basis at this point. Daily, daily. I'll start my day off one way. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, why am I bringing this inside? And then I bring it inside. And I'm like, oh. And then I'll get like a massive information from somebody else. And I'm like, holy crap, I know how to do this now. It is like that. You got to come out of yourself. You got to let that oversoul, because it's not just my higher self in this dimension. It is my oversoul who is, and I don't go into. I'm not going to go into it right now. Okay, that's something for something in the future, not right now. But anyway, so I had posted this beautiful picture, and I had no idea my primary guide was an Arcturian. I thought she was just a pink freaking alien, and I like pushed her to the side, and I was like, all right, whatever. Because when I was going through my ego shedding and my lateral climbing of what am I, how powerful am I, and who is underneath me, and that is what we're all going to go through. You're all going to go through that. Um, was holy crap. She's a fucking Arcturian. She's not just an Arcturian. She's like a queen. It's so massive. It's so massive, and it made me realize that you're all gonna run that gambit because it's it's just a part of the shed, and the shed is hardcore horrible. And the one thing they tell me about my 3D job, so to speak, is you're not to leave it yet. But they have been definitive about not booking anything after a certain time period. So I'm like, all right. And I'm actually, every time someone brings up booking a certain time period, I'm like, I'm really like, it's like I almost, it's not that I don't want to book it because I'm really waiting to see what it is. Because they keep saying, well, you can, but you're going to have to just cancel it. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. And I just choose not to book it. I'm choosing not to book it. And I know that it's going to come before January, whatever it is that is going to happen. And I'm like, okay. And I know it's all positive stuff because, there's always that little pang of, it's all positive stuff. And they're yelling at me right now because there's a little pang. And they're like, it's all positive. Say it's all positive because if you're feeling it, someone else is going to feel it. I'm like, yeah, I know. But when it comes down to, I posted it and someone gave me what they thought it was, and I read it, and I'm like, oh, this is why this person probably needs to be removed because it's just we're not energizing anymore. I got what I needed. I learned. I'm forgiving myself for learning and sharing a little bit too much because that also happens. It's a lot more. It's a lot more than we realize, and that's why, like, as of today, I am deactivating my FBook account because it's just a can of open, a lot of nega energy that's coming out of it, a lot of wanting to hold you down. And one of my friends said it best. I don't need validation anymore. I'm stepping into the role of a starlighter, and I know I'm going to hit reverberations. And that's the point of this video. Lady V, Veronica, she is pushing the storm of light workers. And as a starlighter, we're here to super energize light workers through galactic coding. We're bringing in the ability to have them store even more energy. And I'm feeling also to help higher even their frequency. I didn't know that. But now I do. And if you're gonna create hate, you're just not energizing with them. It's no longer about it's not about they haven't grown or anything like that. And you can have all different perspectives because you're not energizing with what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's just different frequencies. And that is something that they're always yelling at me about when I have one of my moments. That I have to remember frequencies, and not everyone's going to get everything. And once all that ego shedding is gone, everyone's going to realize, oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, I have all my own shit. Like, I got all my own gifts. I got all my own things. Well, what the fuck am I here for? And I kept hitting that point where I'm like, okay, well, now I have all this. I have got blue ray energy. I've got golden dolphin ray energy. I've got this energy. I've got this energy. I've got this energy. And at first when I would hit the frequency, I'm like, yeah, okay. Now I can do what I want. And then, like, the next day, my oversoul's like, that's not you. You need to you have to search more. You have to search to understand why, what. And then when you get what, because if you're watching this and you are here listen, all humanity is encoded except for, it's the percentage of true human energy that's still here is like this big, and everything else is just a mishmash of everything, like all of everything. You need to understand, so this way when you are in your origination frequency. Yeah. Um, your guides that are in there, how to commune with them, how to understand, what to understand you have done for here, to be here, to have come here, what you're bringing here. And when I hit the starlighter frequency, I'll never forget. I hit there and I'm like, oh, good God, another frequency? Like, can we stop now, man? And I didn't say it out loud. I wasn't even thinking it. I was like, oh, what's this? I'm like, I've not seen this anywhere before. Great. And then they said to me, this is it. This is where you need to hang out now. This is where you need to expand, because where this frequency is, there is so much more, and your part is like this size, and you need to become aware of all of this now so that you can understand how much to keep bringing it, how much to keep bringing it, how much to add to your library, how much to keep bringing it, how much. But the thing that I'm facing is I got to turn around and tell everyone, well, I'm here to supercharge you. Like, and they've been giving me direction on how to do that. They're giving me direction on how to do all these amazing different things. Um, and every time I'm like, well, how do I explain this? I get a download. And I can't put into words how much. So, like, I took all of my information and I went to my friend, and she's all into our energy work and stuff like that. And we were just going back and forth, and we were both saying, some of these words, they just don't resonate for some reason. They're just not resonating. And everything that I was sharing with her, she would have a valid, very valid question back. And it was like, I wasn't even thinking. It was coming right out of me, coming right out of me. And then some of the stuff I couldn't tap into, one of my guides would come right through and be like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not used to doing this in front of somebody else. And I was actually apologizing because I humanly felt uncomfortable. And she's like, oh, no, I'm for all this shit. She goes, that actually makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, looking for validation outside, I was definitely stuck in that trap because you're like, oh my God, the fuck, like no one's talking about this. Well, that's because you're bringing that shit here. You got that. You're bringing that. You start that road. You start that doorway. You break that barrier. You bring that frequency in. And just because you're seeing people out there, because I encountered this too, and I chose to not engage because why am I going to invest that energy engaging when you know what you know, I know what I know, and instead of you projecting what you know, why don't we just speak about what we know? Do you see the difference there? There's forcing your energy at somebody, and then this give and see, receive. Because there are things that are said to me, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. And some of my biggest information comes from people that aren't even aware of what's going on, believe it or not, because their guides are giving them the answers. I can literally see their guides saying stuff to them now. And I'm like, oh shit. But I don't hear it from their guides. I hear it from their mouth. And as soon as I start hearing what they're saying, I start scanning and I'm like, oh, their guides are telling me what I need to know. So yeah, it really is. It really just works like that, guys. And if you're going to hate on somebody else, it's true. Your frequency is just not where their frequency is because you're still insecure that you're not as powerful as somebody else, when in reality, it doesn't freaking matter how powerful you are. It matters why you're here. Why are you here? What did you come here for? Did you come here to use your gifts for service to yourself or service to others? And if it's a service to others is not challenging everybody. It's going, oh, and being open to, oh, well, I didn't know that. I knew this, but I didn't know that, but that makes more sense now. Now I can put a whole big, nice bow on that Christmas gift and go from there. And, this YouTube channel, it's not exploding, but I know I'm touching one, I'm touching two people, and they're going to touch other people, or it's going to touch their energies, and it's going to send up more signals that whoever's watching this is ready to call in whoever else can watch it, or whoever else needs to come into their spectrum so that we can keep it going. It's a lot more than just, oh, it's Earth and I'm special. We're all special. Not negating that. We're all special. I used to get told all the time, you're like a diamond in the rough. And I'm like, a diamond in the rough? What do you mean? Like, blah, blah, blah. Now I get it. Now I get it. So think before you spew that toxic energy, not so much about who you're spitting it out at, but also with what you're doing to yourself. What you're doing to yourself. Um, what you're doing to yourself, that's actually more vicious than what you're doing to somebody else. And if you're out there posting stuff about somebody or fighting with somebody, when you eventually do, they want me to use the word ascend a little bit further, you're going to look back at that video and you're going to have to face that. You're going to have to face that. Like, they won't even let me post a video that I shouldn't have out there. It's like it won't upload, the voice will be all chopped up. It was coming from too much of a proudful place. I said too much. Like, it's legit like that. It's kind of funny actually. But I'm not in control. I'm in control, but not in control. And whoever of you out there gets that, it's a very interesting experience. It's like I will want to answer something in 5 seconds, and then I'm like, "Arr!" And I will be like, inside, telepathically, what should I be doing? And they will guide me, and it's still my choice to do it, but I'm just like with what I have been through personally. I'm not going to choose a different road because I surrendered. And when I surrendered and I said, I don't know what's best for me because I don't know what's best for me and I don't know what's best for God's divinity plan down here. I don't. I've gotten a lot of answers to the point sometimes where my brain feels like it wants to explode. And I'm like, okay. And just because somebody else is experiencing one thing doesn't mean you're not going to have your own amazing experiences. That's another thing they keep saying to me. Just because nothing physical has come to talk to you like some other people have, doesn't mean you ain't tapped into something really mega, man. You could be really mega no matter where your frequency is. You just, there's a reason why you're here. Like, remember that. There's a reason, but why are you here? It's not just to sit back and go, yeah, planet Earth is ending, man. Let's just ride the waves. Not gonna work like that. Nope, 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 nope. You need to be mindful of that. No matter where else you go, you're gonna wake up forgetting everything. So remember, you're gonna have to start all over unless you're fortunate enough to wake up again. And that's not fear. That's not fear. But eventually, you'll have to be service to others. Be mindful of that. So with that, grab a sketch pad, draw, do some doodling, pull down whatever information you got, donate to a charity somewhere. Don't got to be a lot or something, but just keep that money energy flow going. My words now just are becoming, they just want to be galactic light language all the time. It's like Skuldaraketa ukusere po ahera po ayana dugara to airo to simu karata ta pura ta tiskatara ta ayana mo airo to airo po haya karo to siamo hara mo ese to po shikiri mi da to kada na mo harata aira ta sira to shiawara ko. Yeah, I love speaking from the heart, mind, superstar connection. Um, and if you're not aware, which most people are like, what the fuck was that? That was basically a plea to open your hearts to each other and remember how amazing you all are, as well as this is for Gaia. It's a lot more than most people realize, and the wanting to be something omega amazing is the 3D ego construct. And you really, 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 really need to see the bigger picture. Like, see the bigger picture. Um, and go inward, go inward, go inward. And, you can look for the validation, but try when you're starting to look for the validation to go with what you're guided to look at. Out of 50 videos, one video might be the only video you're supposed to watch. One person might be the only person you're supposed to talk to. Not the 50. The 50 will just give you more confusion. That's more matrix programming, going outside of yourself too much so that you don't think you're crazy or I don't know or I don't know. Because what you don't know now, you'll know tomorrow. What you don't know now, you can know in 5 minutes. What I didn't know this morning, I got sucked into a massive meditation journey with the Fae, did some amazing work, came out, was like, what the fuck? Went to work and got this information through finding out I'm connected through her daughter who passed away. We're connected energetically, and she's spewing information out through her mother. And I'm like, oh my God, we've had this conversation like 5 times, and I'm finally understanding the point of this conversation. So open your hearts up. And I'm just gonna keep posting these videos because they keep saying you're going to explode, like not literally like explode, spontaneously combust, but like my star system is about to explode. Because I am a star system. Like, I mean, you can think whatever you want on that. With what I know and sharing it with others that are there as well. We're here. We're all here. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I am with you because we are we. We are one. All one. Even the service self are one. It's beautiful at the end of the day. Love and light and namaste to all you beautiful beings. I'm done driving, and once again, I have ranted a solid 22-minute video, yo. I really just can't. All right.